in Tenerife. It says you're live, so we must be live. Here I am in Las Américas, opposite the Hard Rock Cafe, by the famous fountain, which isn't on at the moment, but it'll probably be on before the end of the day because it's Canarias Day. Happy Canarias Day to everybody. It's the if you get up and you wonder why it's so quiet and nobody's open, it's because it's the day of the Canary Islands today. Let's get rid of that for a second so I can see what's happening. There's one person on. Hi, the one person. I'm going to guess it's Charlie, but I'll probably be wrong. Put yourself in the comments if you know what I mean. If you're new to the channel, my name's Tim. I go live Monday and Friday at 5:55, every other Wednesday at 5:55, and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday mornings around about 9 o'clock. Mondays are all about you. It's Meetup Monday. Nobody came last night, but that's okay. And if you want to join in, go to timothydowd.com/events, and there you can book to be on any one of these lives yourself. Tell your story and enjoy yourselves. Freaky Friday is in the Monte Cristo at the moment. I might change that eventually, but at the Monte Cristo at the moment. But because I'm not drinking, he says, I'll probably change that on Friday. It was Janet and Stephen, there you go. Yeah, so if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, give it a like, wait till the end. Something really amazing going to happen at the end. That's what they all say, and it never really happens, does it? There you go. Anyway, what am I doing today? I'm out and about with Ash. No, not Ash off the fag, not Ash off the volcano. This is Ash.
Hello, hi.
And he is one of the newest vloggers I know. He is racing towards the 100, right? Yeah. Racing towards the 100 subscribers. So by the end of this, we might get him a couple of likes and a couple of subscribers. What I didn't do, and I was supposed to do, was put your link in the description before I started. I'll do it at the end, but you can find it by Googling Out and About with Ash?
Out and About with Ash.
What's your @ name?
Out and About with Ash.
Okay, so it's the same. So Out and About with Ash. And welcome.
Yes.
It's nice your going home day today.
It is, yeah. I'm off back to Cambridge, if you like. So I'm from Newmarket in Suffolk, which is a horse racing town.
No.
I don't know if you've heard of it.
I've heard of Newmarket. Everybody's heard of Newmarket. I mean, I don't like sport, but everybody's heard of Newmarket.
Yeah, okay. So that's where I'm from.
And you're not a jockey, are you?
No, although I'm about 5'6", so I could be. But I've just been at the all-inclusive, so probably not this week.
You got the handicap stakes, have you?
Exactly. I'm about 2 stone overweight at the minute.
Oh, well, I'm not 2 stone overweight. I'm just under height.
Yeah.
Cool dude.
So yeah, just as Tim said, really recently started a YouTube channel. Haven't really been doing it for very long. Started in October last year. It's more of a hobby than like a going concern, if you like. But I'm trying to travel more in my life and do like short breaks.
Yeah.
So it's all about sitting on Skyscanner or Ryanair or EasyJet, looking for the cheap flights, reasonably priced accommodation, and just doing 2 or 3 days at a time to visit new places.
You know, I looked at your channel and it looks quite mature. In fact, I think you've only been doing it for a little bit, and I was surprised that you didn't have a lot more followers than you do. Because what you're doing, I mean, you've got the recipe, right? You know, you're going to nice places, you're showing people around, you're talking to people. So, I mean, there's nothing, you know, it's, if anybody wants to start a vlog, do what you enjoy. Let's take our lives in our hands.
Yeah.
Take my life in my hands.
But no, I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, at the moment, YouTube are hosting pretty much everybody's content for free.
Yeah.
So it's one of these hobbies that it's really, really easy to start. All you need is a smartphone and a gimbal, which costs about £25, £30. And yeah, you can just learn as you go, upload, and it's sort of...
your followers tell you what's going on.
Exactly, you sort of work out what works and what doesn't work. So yeah.
And are you hoping to turn it into a job eventually?
Probably not, if I'm honest.
No.
I've got sort of a full-time job and a business back at home,
right,
which takes up quite a lot of my time. So this is more just a hobby and like travelling and just trying to sort of change the lifestyle a little bit to make it more relaxed, less work focused.
Uh-huh.
Obviously work hard when we're at home.
What do you do as a job, if you don't mind me asking? What business do you have?
So I'm an app developer.
An act developer?
App.
An app developer?
So the apps that you get on your mobile phone,
Yeah.
I'll build those for different types of businesses.
Okay.
A lot of the customers sort of during COVID were restaurants and takeaways, and it was designing things like table ordering, food ordering, home delivery.
Okay.
That
So I
sort of
could have
thing.
an app for me for booking to go for a walk?
You could.
Yeah?
Yeah, and you can send a push notification to your followers. So if like yesterday you've got, free slot for meet up Monday,
Yeah.
Monday morning you could sort of see that it's not that busy, ping out a push notification that says, come on guys, come down 5 p.m. at the Monte Cristo. We're going to be there, pop in for a drink. You don't have to stay for too long, and just have a chat. And it's
So how much would that cost me then?
not much, to be honest. You have to pay Apple £79 a year to host it on the Apple Store.
Yeah.
Google Play, we can host it for you for free. There's a cost to get the app designed. That's like a one-off cost. And then there's like a small monthly fee to host it, a bit like a website.
Okay.
So it's not, everybody thinks apps are going to cost hundreds of thousands, but like all technology, apps have been around for sort of 10 years really. So the price comes down.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that, because you know me with technology. I quite like it. I had a couple of ideas for apps. Let's do this. There you go. We're doing a MacMaster, we're on a bin. So I had a couple of ideas for apps. One of them was, I think this was about 15 or 20 years ago.
Yeah.
There wasn't such a thing as an app then, but we all had calendars.
Yeah.
Assistants.
Yeah.
And what I thought is that we've all got calendars in our pockets and we've all got GPS.
Yeah.
And so wouldn't it be great if you arrived at a place, or you actually put your itinerary into your calendar of where you're going,
Yeah.
and then based on a profile that you create yourself and preferences, that you would be suggested restaurants, events, stuff like that when you got to the place, or even before you get there, So it's like an intelligent calendar that does that type of thing, you see.
Yeah. We could potentially do something like that, because you've got a technology called geofence technology. It integrates with Google Maps.
Yeah, I've got that on my phone. When I put something on the shopping list, I put it in different shops.
Yeah.
And then it goes bing when I get to the shop.
So essentially what you could do is put a ring around a group of restaurants, for example. You could sign up to the particular app and your interests could be maybe Indian food. We put a ring around all of the local Indian restaurants, and when you're walking past that particular establishment, it sends you a personalised push that says, Tim, Ganges is just here on the left.
Okay.
They do a great chicken tikka masala.
Chicken tikka masala.
Give it a try. So yeah, business owners use that technology all the time.
Yeah, but I was thinking of doing something on a conglomeration that basically you come and you sort of say, I'm a traveller.
Yeah.
I travel for work or for pleasure or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you create your own profile, yeah? So I like this type of hotel, I like this type of flights,
Yeah.
I like this type of restaurant, I like this type of entertainment.
Yeah.
Or basically transport.
Yeah.
And so you fill out your own profile, and also the app could even, if you gave it access to your calendar and all that, it could basically work out what types of things you do, right? And then basically it's automatic. I reckon Apple should do that, or somebody. But if you're stuck on the Apple ecosystem, aren't you?
So the calendar part is the tricky bit. But with the geofence tags, you can, or the geofences, you can tag people. So when you fill out your profile, your interests could be Indian food, football,
and quad bikes.
Quad bikes. Yeah.
Right.
So you've selected those tags.
So I arrive here and all of a sudden I get bing, 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 bing.
As soon as you go past the quad bike centre, you'll just get that notification.
Yeah, but the geofencing means you have to go to the place before you know. And so what I want to do is to finance the app.
Yeah.
Is the business owners would pay to be on the register.
Yes.
Yeah, and therefore, as soon as you're going to Tenerife,
Yeah.
geofencing doesn't really matter, because as
Yeah.
soon as you land in Tenerife, they're going to get all these people sort of going, ding, 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 this is our offer.
Yeah.
And it's sorted based on your profile. Yeah, and then what I really wanted to do was to automate it, that it would actually look at your free calendar, yeah, or you have another calendar, an internal calendar,
Yeah.
and suggest Monday this place, Tuesday that place, quad bikes in the morning, go mountaineering in the afternoon, and there's a special Canarias Day celebration up in Adeje at 4 o'clock, and we make reservations automatically at the Oasis restaurant, so you get the best seats.
Yeah. I see
But
what you mean.
there you
I
go.
see what you mean.
I'll just show you guys where we are. It's a beautiful view today.
Is it El Camison?
El Camisón, yeah.
Yes.
And Camisón is night dress as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think there must be another meaning as well. So let's see what you guys are saying. We've got to go this way because...
So this is my favourite beach that I've seen
It is?
so far. Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's obviously you can see it's quite safe.
It is very safe. Are you a sea swimmer?
No.
I've never been in the sea.
No.
Well, I've been in the sea, but I've never been in the sea here. Oh, we're getting warm, so we're going to blow on it. Let's see who's on. We've got 60 people watching already, 29 thumbs up, that's good. I can't see the names, unfortunately, because I've just gone dark. Janet and Kevin's on. Kevin Smoother, good morning. I've not seen that name before. Welcome to the channel. Martin Moss, Roger Channing, Laney, Jeff Daniels, Betty Hannigan from Glasgow, and Marie Elton from Dublin. Webby, boom. I know where you are, Webby. North Tenerife, man. Sheffield Wednesday. That's Steve from the north there. If you don't know North Tenerife, man, that's Steve. He does a similar thing to me when I go walking in the mornings, but in Puerto de la Cruz and the surrounding area. So he also down here once or twice a month as well. But go and give him some love as well. And for those just joining us, this is Ash.
Hello.
He's an app developer. That's why we were talking about the apps before. In Cambridge, right?
Yeah.
And
Newmarket.
you know, where the horses are. You got any tips for Webby?
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Obviously, I saw the first week of Webby's podcast with the horse tip, and I think he's at that point he'd had one winner,
7-1,
and the next one wasn't so good.
No.
So I was going to ask you what happened after that. I'm not sure.
Okay,
I've been on holiday,
we've done
so.
5.
Yeah.
So in the 5 weeks, the first week we got a 7-1 winner.
Yeah.
We also had we didn't actually tip the second one, but there was a horse where we said it's either going to be this tip,
Yeah.
or it'll probably be that one,
Yeah.
and that one came in.
Yeah.
So we didn't tip it,
So
but it came in, and then we had nothing then for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then last week we got a 4-1.
Perfect.
So we're still in plus as
It's
it is.
good. It's not all odds on favourites either.
No.
You're sticking your neck out with.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, we got this guy that does it, Lee, and he's a professional, but he's giving it us on Thursday night.
Okay.
So obviously,
Oh,
the best
price
tips are sort of a bit nearer the time.
Yeah.
When he knows when the going is, and I'm not an horse racing, but there's got to be some other stuff, and also whispering from the trainers and stuff in certain circles.
Yeah.
And I suppose the mafia might play a little role in it somewhere. I don't know. How safe is horse racing? I don't know.
So it is bad, but it's not as bad as dog racing.
No.
So I think dog racing is literally you can literally sit and watch something like Betfair, for example, and you can see the price just before a race goes off. A dog race, you'll literally see the price of the dog disintegrate in front of your eyes, which basically means
everybody's betting on it.
Yeah, it's got a live chance, you'd say. But horses, yeah, not as much, but.
I still can't see a thing. Can you see anything on that?
No.
I mean, yeah, it's still working though. I'll turn you around, guys. Sorry, I can't see your things because I think we sat in the sun too long.
Do you know what's happening here at the Mare Nostrum?
The Mare Nostrum, that's been closed and refurbishing for the last 3 months. It's going to open soon.
Yeah.
And it's just a refurbish.
Okay.
It's the same people, same owners and that, but it's a refurbish.
Because they were back to work yesterday with a vengeance,
Cool dudes.
doing a lot of loud stuff. But
Maybe they ran out of money.
yeah.
So this is what I'm waiting for. I don't know what the problem here is. Licensing, money, I don't know.
What's this going to be?
This is an arts centre, but I think it's going to be an outlet type of thing, you know, sort of like shopping for high class stuff, like Del Duque and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can I have a look down here?
Yeah, go for it.
We keep in the shade. The phone might get a bit brighter. Or just don't stop, I think is the thing. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the sound of the sea. La Gomera is in full bloom at the moment. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Oh, did I miss that? It came straight over that headland. Wow. Now this is the big one. Look out. Wow. That's pretty rough for this time of day, isn't it? Oh, that's better. I can see a little bit more now. Good morning says, I can see the words, but I can't see the names now. Right. Let's get in the shade and see if I can see you guys. So this art centre is beautiful. It'd be a great place to chill out.
Yeah, wow.
This is also where a lot of locals come to sunbathe. It's sort of a beach, and you can go around the corner there, and I've never actually been around the corner there. No, I'm not going today.
Yeah.
No, sandals, you know, sandals. Here we go. Zone peligrosa. That means zona peligrosa. Peligrosa is dangerous.
Okay.
It's female dangerous, isn't it? Peligroso is male dangerous.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
la
yeah,
zona
of course.
peligrosa. See, Spanish always likes to agree.
So there is another of these signs and barriers across there. So if this is the female, what are the chances of the?
No, it's the word zona.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I'm joking.
You're joking. I didn't get it because I was too busy thinking about myself. Hope you get better soon, Laney. Laney's not well. What a time. Hope you are okay, Captain. I've had my third COVID last month. Lovely, Ian. I'm going backwards now. Robert Ingle, good morning. Just back from walking the dog. Bit chilly out there in Norwich. Good weather.
Norwich, not too far from me.
Captain Pugwash, morning all. This makes a change not being at work. Had the dreaded COVID. Oh dear. Suffering with my back too, Alan. Ian at home. Who isn't at home? Good morning. Chill out day today. Did I miss anybody? Angry Velo's on. Alan's homemade vlog design. Chris Butterfield, good morning. Chris Godfrey, good morning. Only working part-time now, which has his advantages. Jeff's on. Tony Such, Feast Gangers. Just had to watch an advert for an enlarged prostate medication before I could join you. Fantastic start to the morning. You got mine like a melon. Back from 30 degrees plus in Cyprus, says Michael. And Webby, we just did that. Cool dude. 25 to 26 forecast here, says Ian, which is here because he's on holiday at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's
So let's have a look here.
24 degrees walking to meet you this morning.
But as Craig says, 28 all day, every day. Copyright the Macmaster. Okay, tell us about your channel again. There's more people watching now, 73 people.
Yeah, so I'm basically a really kind of new vlogger, if you like. I've only been doing this since October last year. It's a hobby. So I do it in between. Obviously, I'm working when I'm at home, but essentially, as a hobby, I'm looking for good price flights. So sitting on Skyscanner, Ryanair, EasyJet, etc.
So go through the places you've been up to now.
looking for a good deal. So we've been obviously Tenerife a couple of times, Gran Canaria, Playa del Ingles, Ibiza, Malaga, Ben Almadena, so
Where's Benalmadena?
southern Spain,
Okay.
just down the coast from Malaga. So Malaga was obviously more of a city break.
Okay.
I'd recommend it, really cool place to visit. Lots of tapas and different alleyways, and there's like an old town and it's all
Oh,
marble
you said alleyways.
alleyways. Yeah.
In the avenues and alleyways. I got to sing that every time somebody says alleyways.
So yeah, Malaga's a really cool place to visit.
I just thought it was a ice cream flavour.
Ben Almadena is more of a beach resort, but with a really nice marina.
Okay. Is it for the posh rich or the poor rich?
Poor rich,
Okay.
so it's not Porto Banús,
Okay.
but again, you'd still need a small fortune to get an apartment or a yacht there, or an apartment probably.
Uh-huh. And
Yeah.
what type of direction does your vlog go in? Is this sort of like food reviews or people or walking around or?
So it's it's walking around. Very little editing, but that's like a work in progress.
Uh-huh.
Usually with my girlfriend Leanne.
Hi, Leanne.
So basically we walk, we chat, we have a little bit of banter,
Uh-huh.
but I try and sort of throw some useful information in there at the same time,
Gotcha.
just to make it worthwhile. So far, some of the most, not popular, but some of the better videos have been like hotel walkthroughs.
Okay.
So we'll stay in occasionally we'll stay in a nice-ish 4-star hotel.
Uh-huh.
We'll then film a walkthrough of the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems that lots of people who are maybe looking to book that hotel for holiday
Uh-huh.
will obviously watch the vlog.
That's good. That's good. That's something slightly different. I mean, are you going to start doing food reviews at all, or is that not for you?
So yeah, there's a few food reviews on there,
Yeah.
but it's more if something's pretty good value,
Uh-huh.
I'll point it out, or if something has like a particularly good view restaurant in a good location,
Uh-huh.
then I'll do that. But it's not exclusively food reviews.
Gotcha.
But I
And
won't-
flights, cheap flights and stuff like that?
Exactly, yeah. So I haven't really done a how much did this cost video yet,
Okay.
but that at some point is on the agenda,
Gotcha.
just to go through where to get some deals.
Uh-huh.
So one, for example, Gran Canaria, we booked the hotel for Gran Canaria with hotels.com.
Uh-huh.
Obviously you get a free night because you get there's
Okay.
like a club card system.
Uh-huh.
But on top of that,
Uh-huh.
Leanne used her, I think it was her NatWest card to pay for it,
Yeah.
and she gets cash back on that amount,
All right.
something like 5%.
You get 100% if she's paying.
Yeah, but yeah, it's kind of like a double whammy because you get the benefit of hotels.com,
Uh-huh.
you get the stamp to go towards a free night,
Uh-huh.
and then you get the cash back, the 5%, which
Okay.
if it was 400 quid, you know,
Wow.
it's 20 quid or whatever.
So here we are. For those of you just joined us, we started at the Hard Rock Cafe and we're now on Playa Las Vistas. The right at the beginning of Playa Las Vistas, I think. Yes, it is. And we're just coming from Playa Camisón that way. And we're with Ash. And Ash's channel is called Out and About with Ash. And you can get to it just by putting it in the search bar. And I will put a link at the end and also in the description as soon as I'm done. This bar's quite nice. It's got quite a nice view on the other side.
Yeah.
Have you ever been that way?
No.
This is basically where you come out if you walk round the other place.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
so you can get to it from both sides. Okay. Come on, guys. Let's get him to 100 subscribers. Cool dude.
So we're staying just behind us at the Compostela.
Oh, Compostela, which down here, isn't it?
Yeah,
On the left.
just there on the left.
Okay.
Next to the Vista shopping centre.
Mm-hmm.
3-star, booked with Jet2.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd recommend it, to be honest. It's a Coral hotel.
Really?
So I've stayed in. This is going to be my 3rd Coral hotel.
Uh-huh.
They've got
Let's go on.
they've got the Coral Suites in.
Like a letter.
Well, there's one further up the road.
Okay.
Just behind the Bitacora.
Okay.
And they've got another.
Bitácora.
Yeah.
Bitácora.
Ah, I see. And then they've got another one in Costa Adecchi.
Okay.
And yeah, all three of them have been really good.
Cool.
Quality of the food for an all-inclusive is really good. The variation of the food isn't fantastic, but the quality's good. So I guess you can't have everything.
And Smiler from New Zealand's on. Got a new channel for you, and Smiler. Out and about with Ash. Does short breaks at reasonable prices in Europe. Have you been any further afield?
Not for the channel, no.
No?
But at some point, again, that'll be happening.
Okay, cool.
But cost prohibitive, maybe.
Well, as an app developer, is that very lucrative? I mean, is it a good job?
Yeah.
Is it your own business or?
Exactly, yeah. It's my own business. It's not a bad industry to be in. So I've been doing that since 2016. So
Wow.
Pre-COVID, if you like.
How old are you now?
34 now.
34. You're looking good for 34. Does it look good for 34?
Only just 34, so.
All right.
Um,
Happy belated birthday then.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
So let's walk through the centre here. Actually, we'll go a bit further and go through that way.
Yeah.
We'll get back into the shade so I can still see what you're saying. It's terrible today. Not only that, but I've got a message that I can't read on here, and it's got like a triangle. This message is held for review. Okay, I'll tell you which message was held for review. It was Charlie's. No, I can't do it. Something's gone wrong with my phone and I can't. Charlie says, come on, let's get him to 100 subscribers. And my thing blocks it because that's self-promotion, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's not self-promotion, but
No.
it's oh, hang on. Yeah, anybody who mentions subscribers or something like that,
Yeah.
it sort of blocks for review in case people just come on and say, subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
You know? But the ones we want get blocked as well. Vloggers all over the place, look. Unless, of course, it's FaceTime with boyfriend. Then it could be, couldn't it? So, anyway, this is shopping centre Vista Sur. Don't forget in Spanish, the V is a B.
Of course.
So, and double L is a Y. So when we would say villa, like Aston Villa,
Yeah.
it's actually Aston Beer.
Wow.
So Vista Sur is the view of the south.
Yeah.
Oh, got some alcohol here. Don't want to get.
So how long is your drinking ban or
About 5 minutes.
exclusion? Is it an on-off? Well, I think from watching your channel, I think it's a bit on-off.
It's a bit on off, yeah, it's a bit on off. But the thing is, I've got to get serious because I'm 120 kilos
Yeah.
and I need to get to under 100 kilos,
Yeah.
really. In fact, that's still overweight for my height. But I've got to reduce the weight by October because the doctor wants to operate on me.
Of course, yeah.
And I don't want to do an operation with 120 kilos.
No, of course.
But I've been putting it off. YouTube back in, the message is showing now. I came out of YouTube back in, the message is showing now. Tim, you're 3 times my weight, says Damien. Exactly. Exactly. Oh my God. I can't read the latest, what's it called? The latest things. Something's going wrong with YouTube today. 104 people watching, 49 thumbs up, thank you very much. For those who are just joining us, this is Ash.
Hello, nice
He's
to
got
meet you.
a YouTube channel Out and About with Ash, brand new, but he's got about 30 or 40 videos more.
Yeah, ish, sort of 50, 60 videos.
Wow, and the Ibiza, Malaga, Tenerife.
Benalmádena, Gran Canaria.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have Mallorca coming up within June, within the next few weeks.
Okay, cool.
In a couple of different destinations.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully get the bus and do then a few more destinations.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I do short walks in interesting places. That's the sort of tagline, if you like.
Short walks in interesting places.
Yes.
That's really good. I'm stealing that.
But it's usually holiday resorts, but it could be, for example, a day out at Newmarket races.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So that was.
Oh, you do a.
You've got to be a little bit careful because you're recording live sport, which is not allowed, I believe. I think you have to do it. Obviously, post it after the event potentially.
Right.
Plus, the racecourse get a little bit funny because people like ITV and SIS are paid for broadcasting rights.
Yeah.
So if a YouTuber pops up and
Would they really do that?
yeah, so there's
With 100 followers?
Yeah, obviously I've got not that many followers, but there's larger content creators, if you like, who have basically been made to get press badges.
Oh dear. There you go. So let's see what we can do now. This message was held. I can't even get that. Let me see if I can do this. Did that do it? No, it didn't. Okay, we got this wood pigeon above us, screaming. Right, hi from New Zealand, we did that one. Lainey already sub to Out and About with Ash. Him and Leanne are lovely, thanks Charlie.
Lainey has, she comments a lot on my channel.
Cool dude.
She's lovely, really friendly.
3 times your weight, we did that one. Tad more than you to hug. Ash is currently at 97 subs now, guys. Let's get him over 100. Cool dude. Lainey. That cleared it, Anne. Okay, there you go. Good day. Got to go to the dentist with Maggie. Catch up later. See you, Ray. Enjoy yourself at the dentist. No dramas. Mine's increasing slowly but surely. 468. Alan Homemade Vlogs.
I've watched Alan's Homemade vlogs. They're good. I think does he stay in quite a nice hotel? Can't remember the name of it.
It's up on
the
Arona Grand,
that's
yeah.
It, yeah, I've seen. He's done quite a few videos there. And that's it's quite good watching those.
Right, so which way do you want to go now? It's half an hour.
Should we go left?
So we got, we've been faffing around, so we can get back in about 15 minutes to your place, can't we?
Yeah.
Ferry's going out.
So from here to the tunnel to go through to Los Cristianos.
That's right.
At a brisk walk, it's about 10 minutes.
Oh, is it?
So leisurely walk, 15.
We're actually not going to go that far today. What I might do is nip up here. I haven't been up here for a while. I'm thinking of going on holiday.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
If you live in Tenerife?
If you live in Tenerife, you still go on holiday.
Where are you thinking of going?
Here, Clínica Vintasol. I've looked here. You can have a week here with all programs for around about £1,000, I think. Central for rehabilitation. They'll look after Chris. And I'm right next to the beach.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get the health insurance to pay for it.
Why not?
Because in Germany you pay a lot of health insurance, or I've done over the years. And over 50 you can go to what they call it a COOKBOOK, which is like a rehabilitation, but a preventative rehabilitation. So you can get 6 weeks COOKBOOK on the health insurance.
Really?
Yeah, every 4 or 5 years, I think.
Is it? In terms of cost, how does the health insurance
Complete.
Correlate to like UK national insurance?
Well, national insurance,
is
like
it much more, or?
Well, the way that Germany works is the insurances are all individual, so you don't have national insurance.
Yeah.
You have something like, actually no, this is going to be boring up here unless we go up the hill, and I don't want to go up the hill today.
Yeah.
But national insurance in Germany is split into like 4 or 5 different insurances.
Okay.
So when you get your wages, you lose around about 40 to 50% of what you earn.
Yeah.
but you earn a bit more than Britain
Yeah.
for the same job. So there is your income tax, of course. Then you've got your health insurance, which I think is 15% of
Wow.
whatever,
Yeah.
to a maximum of, I think once you've earned 6,000 a month, the 15%'s capped.
Yeah.
So whatever 15% of 6,000 is,
Yeah.
3 6 15s,
Yeah. 900.
900, right? So as soon as you're paying 900 a month, health insurance is capped at
Okay. Yeah.
that. But everybody pays the same as a percentage.
Yeah. And I think we're 9% in the UK for national insurance.
Right, but national insurance covers everything,
Yeah. True,
right?
true,
So
true.
it's just for health.
Yeah.
Then you've got to pay your unemployment insurance, which is like 4 or 5%. Then you've got to pay your pension insurance.
You have to insure your pension.
Well, no, I mean,
your
you pay for
contribution.
your
Yeah,
contribution,
yeah.
your pension contribution. Then you've got your contribution to care. That means that if you can't look after yourself and you need
Yep.
care,
Yeah.
long-term care, there's a thing for that as well. That's what we're actually living on at the moment.
Yeah.
Is when you pay your pension insurance, it also covers you in case you can't work anymore. So
Okay. So
yeah,
a bit like critical cover that you'd have in the UK.
something like that. Yeah.
Um,
Basically, what it is, once you pay for your pension, if you stop work through illness or disability,
yeah.
then they pay you a pension then. So you can actually stop work. Christina stopped work when she couldn't work. When she couldn't work anymore, they gave her this pension, even though she wasn't working at the time,
Yeah.
because she was working in the house.
Obviously, if she's paid in previously, then.
Right.
Of course.
And then when you get to a certain level of disability, you come in on this care
Yeah.
insurance, and that's what she gives. She can either give that to a professional to look after her,
Yeah.
or she can get half of that to give to a family member.
Okay.
So that's what she's doing at the moment.
Yeah.
So as soon as I get my pension in October, she can actually double the benefit of her, and we can get stuff for her. You know, get somebody in to look after her,
Yeah.
which will save my back a little bit.
That sounds like a lot more cover than you'd get as standard in the UK.
Right.
And-
Basically, it's because we pay for it. You know.
Yeah.
So a lot of people complain and say we don't want to pay tax, but you forget that if you don't pay tax, you don't get the resources. So just look at the way the right-wing governments of the world have given you cheap tax, but there's no services. You know?
It's true. Yeah.
no
You have
services.
to get your own private health insurance.
I mean, yeah, you end up paying more than if you'd have just gone into the normal tax system.
Yeah.
So a lot of people they sort of say, oh, I'm saving on my tax. Yeah, but you got to pay your own unemployment insurance, you got to pay your own health insurance, you got to pay this, that. You end up paying a lot more out of your wages
Yeah.
than you would do if you paid it to the government.
Yeah.
The only thing is you got to trust the government to handle the money, which a lot of governments I wouldn't trust.
No.
But German government's pretty good doing that. Right, those who just joined us, we're on Las Vistas Beach. Let's give you a panorama here. Over there is the place where we started, basically, on the edge there, the art centre. It'd be great to live here, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We've got 99 people watching. If every one of you goes to Out and About with Ash and subscribes, we'll double his subscriber rate.
We will.
19 degrees today. I'm really sorry about this. I can't. There's a message over it. See that? It's just written over the things. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't read it until it comes up. Love that walk along there. 39 minutes. We're going to go back. Do you fancy a coffee or something?
Yeah. Let's go for it.
Let's go for a coffee. So we're going to walk back and stop for a coffee. We'll end up walking along the front here and see what's open there. Or have you got a nice place? Oh, I'll tell you where it is. I know a nice place.
Cool.
It's just around the corner from your hotel, in fact.
So you obviously moved here 2014.
14, yeah.
So well before Brexit, and
Yeah.
obviously the rules have changed, haven't they? We've all got 90 days to go on holiday,
Yeah.
maximum, in the 6-month period.
No, that was always the rule. It's just that Britain was in Europe and it didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the rule was always the same, that non-Europeans can't. There's no free movement for non-Europeans.
Yeah.
And well, a lot of people think, oh, they changed the rules for Britain, but no, Britain just went out of the club.
Oh, I see.
So anybody who's not in the club has got a 90-day visa free. In fact,
Yes.
you know, not every country can come to Europe visa free.
No ESTA as you'd have in
Right.
America or.
Well, we got this starting in Europe now. In October, I think it is, or maybe next year now, because not everybody's ready. Where you do the pre-visa.
Yep.
Costs you €7. Lasts 3 years.
Yes.
A lot of Brits are sort of saying they're trying to give us taxes, you know, but it's nothing to do with Brits.
€7, like.
Yeah, but it's nothing to do with Brits. It's to do with non-Europeans. So the answer's in your hands. You know, just become European. You don't pay it.
Yeah. And does that enable you to stay longer than 90 days?
No.
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 The 90-day rule is for non-Europeans.
So what's the alternative? Residency, I mean, obviously.
If you want to stay longer, then you can either overstay and take your chances.
Yeah.
But with the stamping of the passports and the electronifying of the visa. Alan Fraser, thank you so much for the coffee. So for the electronifying of the visa, you're going to get caught more. Now, there's no criminal charges, I don't think.
No.
But they might block you from entering Europe again.
Yeah, it
you
just
know?
messes it up, doesn't it? It's
It does. I mean, I can't go to America again because they said I overstayed in '92.
Oh, really?
Because I went twice in '92.
Yeah.
But in the beginning of the year, I left through Canada. I went to Toronto.
Oh, so you didn't check out.
I didn't check out, so I checked in February, and then they see me checking in again in September. Right?
Yep.
91 it was, in fact. They got me checking in February, then in again in September and out in September. So the next time I went back, they said, no, you're not allowed in. And sent me home. So I had to get a visa, an L1 visa, which I got through the company to go and work there.
Yeah.
And then after that ran out, and there was no longer an L1 visa, they said you can't go to America on the visa waiver program again, ever. And I said, but I got married in Germany in June in '91,
Yep.
so I couldn't have been in America. They says, yeah, but you could have gone home in June. That would still be an overstay.
Ah. Yeah, technically they've got a point, but it's.
There's no questions. I mean, they don't even bother. They don't even bother questioning it. No.
Where in America were you staying?
I was in Glen Allen, which is a suburb of Richmond,
Oh, okay.
Virginia. We were there 5 years.
Nice. So I've visited Miami.
Uh-huh.
That's the only place in America that I've visited.
All right.
And this was probably 9 years ago. So yeah, I'd recommend visiting Miami, but on the list of places that you should probably visit in America, it wouldn't be top of your list.
No.
I haven't rushed back. It was good to see it. So Ocean Drive is pretty cool. All of the sort of old classic cars is pretty cool. But apart from that, the food's good, if you like that sort of thing.
If you like American food, yeah.
But apart from that, no great shakes would be my impression, if you like. I think New York has more appeal for me.
New York is a famous, and if you go to New York as a tourist and you see all the things that you've seen on the TV, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
But the back ends of New York and the residential parts of New York, they're pretty the same.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I've got a few friends over there, and of course Lee used to live in Hoboken. But New York City is a nice place to go for a day out.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't live there. I wouldn't live there. I probably couldn't afford to live there anyway. Sorry guys if I'm not answering your questions, but my thing's gone and I can't get it back, I'm afraid. So I can see once in a while, like I can see Ian saying, Trisha, enjoy just a lazy day. But if I scroll down, then this error message is covering everybody. Got my passport stamped and went to Mallorca, says Crook. Says, yeah, you will get your passport stamped now. So anybody who's not European gets the passport stamped.
So Tim, what did you do for work when you were in like Germany and America?
I worked for Siemens at the beginning.
Okay, yeah.
So they had a lot of different divisions.
Technical or engineering?
I was a software programmer.
Ah.
I learnt Pascal and COBOL at college.
Right, yeah.
And when I got to Germany, they wanted a C programmer.
Yep.
That wasn't even C++ at the time, it's just C.
Yeah.
And so I became a C programmer, and I was programming interfaces for machines.
Okay.
So at college, I concentrated on business IT.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? Do you want to come and say hello? We're live. 105.
Right.
Tell everybody what your name is and where you're from.
I'm Robert, this is Catherine, and I'm from Bonnie, Scotland.
Bonnie, Scotland.
Yes.
How long you been here?
Week.
A week. You going home soon?
No, I've got a week.
Another
No,
week.
yeah.
Cool, dude. If you want to go for a walk, go to my website.
Aye, sure.
Register
Sure.
and we'll come for a walk. Or just a
How's-
coffee.
How's the missus doing?
Same shit, different day, as she says.
Good man.
Thanks
Nice
to see you
talking
guys. See ya.
Cheers.
Cool dudes. Yeah, so I was a C programmer, and then I dropped lucky because they started automating the machines that make the microchips,
Yep.
and I was the guy that read the book.
Oh, really?
So I became the de facto expert.
Yep.
And when you become the de facto expert of everything, Siemens sends you everywhere. So that was called SEX, Semiconductor Equipment Communication Standard.
Of course.
And I ended up being part of the team that designed it.
Yeah.
So that was quite good. Then they sent me to America to automate the factory in America that we just built with Motorola in White Oak Swamp in Richmond. And a lot of Germans went over. So there's a big German community. And so the local elementary school started doing lessons in German
Yeah.
with the Americans.
Okay.
So in the morning, the kids spoke English all together. And in the afternoon, they spoke German all together.
Yep.
So it was really good for both of those. Our daughter went to preschool there. She was about 3.5 when we moved over there. She was about 7 when we came back.
Yep.
And or 8. So her formative school years were in America. She would talk with an American accent for 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like, hey, Miss Sonny.
Yeah. So I've got nieces in Manila.
Okay.
In the Philippines.
In the Philippines.
I've got an elder brother who is much older than me.
Uh-huh.
So I'm the youngest of 4.
Okay.
Eldest brother has just turned 60.
Wow.
My
age.
So
Well, I'm 62.
So Dad was a busy boy,
Uh-huh.
but oldest, he's got a young family in Manila.
Uh-huh.
The children speak obviously Filipino and
Uh-huh.
English,
Uh-huh.
but they've learned their English obviously from their dad.
Uh-huh.
And also American movies. So when we speak to them on FaceTime and visit, yeah, they've got American accents.
Cool dude. Some people
yeah.
say I've got a mid-Atlantic accent. You know, they don't know where it's from, but they think, oh, you got a twinge of the north.
Yeah, so yeah, you've still got a little bit of
a little bit of
accent.
mank.
But how
little
many
bit.
languages do you speak?
I speak 2 fluently, so German and English.
Yeah.
And I'm learning Spanish, and I can sort of get by.
Okay.
The only problem I have is comprehension. Comprehension is hard because it's like learning the Queen's English then going to Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody speaks very fast.
Yeah. Regional
And the thing is,
dialects.
the Spanish language, there is no sort of gaps. It's a sort of a singy-song language. And so you got to learn whole phrases, really,
Okay. Yeah.
to listen for whole phrases, you know? You got things like, to me, it, and then the verb, right?
Yeah.
And if it's not to me, it, oh, it's, okay, if you want to say, I can't think of a good example now, but basically it's no me low. So it's me, no me low. And they don't say the three words, no me low, blah, yeah, whatever the verb is, yeah.
There's a
They say
phrase.
nomilo,
Okay.
yeah. So you've got to listen for that.
Yeah. So have you had Spanish lessons?
I actually did it all online with Spanish with Paul, which I recommend.
Okay. Yep. Is
Recommend
that like
it.
I have heard of that. Is that similar to Duolingo?
No, it's
No.
totally different.
Okay.
Spanish with Paul is a personalised thing. You want to go in here?
Yeah. Let's go.
We'll go on this corner, yeah? Or is that a different one? We're going there. Go in the corner over here.
Yeah.
So,
Tim, what are you drinking? And I'll
just shook them
some.
out.
just
them
a
out.
coffee.
Yeah, just a white coffee con leche.
Cafe de leche. Cool.
Thank you. Shook them out. The waitress will come.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Make sure you sat in frame. We got music on, it doesn't really matter. These walks don't make a lot of money for me, so.
So how does that work? Obviously, I've had a couple of copyright
Strikes, well,
not strikes, but more.
they're taking the money.
It sort of says this doesn't affect your channel.
Yeah.
It's like a flag.
Yeah. Basically, there's three things that happen.
Yeah.
If you don't earn money,
Yeah.
then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You can use any music you like.
Yeah.
Certain music will just take all the revenue, so they'll start putting ads in your stuff,
Yeah.
and they earn all the ad revenue.
Yeah. Okay.
If you are a monetized channel, then they either take all the ad revenue
Yeah.
or
YouTube or the content creator.
the content creators,
Yeah.
or they share it. So the person who's saying, hey, copyright,
Yeah.
but basically what it is, like something like this, I'm not actually using the music for the show.
No.
So if somebody copyrights this, I can I appeal it and say it wasn't part of the show, yeah, and it was in the background,
Yep.
and in fact it was disturbing my show, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, it's not a copyright. I'm not using their music, and they get 30 days to respond. If they don't respond, I'm okay.
Yeah.
If they respond and say no, I really want that.
Yeah.
But a human's got to do it.
Okay.
So the limited thing is automatic, right?
Excellent.
And all you got to do is all you need to do is just say, I disagree.
Yeah.
And if they don't contact you for 30 days, then bang, you're back in. And all the money that it accrued,
Yeah.
you get. So it's held in escrow, and then you get paid that. But it's not a lot, as I say. With me, something like this is about €3 or €4. So per 1,000, I get between €3 and €6
Oh, okay.
for 1,000 views.
Yeah.
Right. So you can work it out in how many views I get,
Yeah.
how much I earn. Right. And
That's not too bad. I thought it was less than that. So
it depends. I mean, it's the Mac Master's on something like 26,000 or 30,000. So the more people you have,
okay.
the more advertisers want you, because
Yeah.
there's a bigger audience.
Yeah.
So like Andrew, for instance, he's got 60,000 viewers,
Yeah.
and most of his. I found out that you usually get a fifth of your subscribers watch.
Yeah.
Right, so if it's 60,000 views, you're going to get 10 to 15,000 people watching on average
Yeah.
your videos, right? Some might be 30,000, or some might be 10,000, right?
Yeah.
But on average, it's probably around about a fifth.
YouTube analytics is there's quite a lot of information there.
There's
isn't
quite
there?
a lot of information,
Yeah.
and you can do quite a lot with it.
Mm.
Buenos días, chicos.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Hola,
Bien.
buenos días.
Buenos días. Para mí, un café con leche, por favor.
Yeah. Same again, please.
Dos cafés con leche.
Dos cafés con
Dos.
leche.
Dos cafés con leches. Because if you say café con leche, that's one.
Yeah.
And two is dos cafés con leches.
Okay.
Because Spanish likes to agree, as it says.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, so YouTube will pay you. So Andrew's probably is on about between 6,000 and 8,000 a month, and MacMaster is probably on about something like between 8 and 15. I don't know. But yeah, you can get you can do quite a lot. The only thing is, with Lee, for instance, he spends a lot of money to do his stuff, you know.
Yep.
So I mean, he's flying all over the place and doing stuff,
Yep.
and that costs a lot of money. So you're not like pocketing loads of money.
No.
I mean, I think Andrew and Laura, they're in Florida at the moment, have been on a cruise. Because the more you earn, the more money you've got to go and do stuff, which
Yeah,
makes
of
your
course,
channel
of
bigger,
course, of
you know.
course, yeah.
And I'm not allowed to earn more than I do at the moment. Otherwise, I'd lose my dependency on Christina.
Okay.
So therefore, I'd have to pay tax, insurance, social security, and my own medical. And that would be, I couldn't afford that. So.
No, I do watch the Scotsman in Tenerife. So
Okay,
Kevin,
yeah, Kevin, yeah.
And he basically, from watching him, basically inspired me to start my own channel. Obviously, it's not quite the same, but
Well,
he just seemed to, he visited a lot of places, and he does seem to have quite a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah. When he's stressed sometimes, because when he comes here, he'll come for a walk with me in the morning, but that means he's lost 4 videos.
Yeah.
Because he'll do between 3 and 4 videos an hour.
Yeah.
When he gets to a place.
Yeah. He self-funds as well, doesn't he? So like he books it based on how many views he gets for each place, and it's quite good how he sort of works it out. And
Lee Shaw, there you go. I got your shirt on, Lee. Thanks, Ash. The Scotsman in Tenerife, he's on.
Perfect. Yeah, massive fan. Obviously, watch your channel, watch Kevin's channel.
Muchísimo gracias.
2 cafés con leche.
2 cafés con leches. Are you a sugar guy?
No, I'll pass on the.
Passing on sugar. I should really pass on the sugar, but I ain't. I should get serious with this, shouldn't I? Let's see if we can get any more people. Hi, Kev is on. Lee Shaw, hope you're well on Kung Fu. A good way, write off tax and get a holiday out of it. Yep. Although
true.
Lee does say he's not on holiday when he does it, because it's a lot of hard work. I mean, you imagine you got to get up in the morning, you got to find a story that's interesting, right? You've got to go and film it, and then you've got to come back and edit it. And Lee is a rabid editor, and he gets up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning after going to bed at 11.
Yeah, I think you had a chat with him not so long ago, and he'd literally been up, I think he said, until 3 in the morning editing a video.
I mean, I edit now WEBBY's Sports Roundup, and that's taken a lot of time for me, more than I thought.
So you self-taught in terms of editing? Yeah, it's a...
Well, I mean, what do you mean self-taught?
Well, trial and error, e.g.
No. I learn from other people.
Yep.
So if I want to learn something, the first thing I do is go to YouTube.
Yep.
First thing I do.
Yep.
See if somebody's teaching it on YouTube, and then I'll learn that. I'll learn a skill.
Yeah.
And that skill, got it in the back pocket. And then I'll learn the next skill and the next skill and the next skill. And then if I really into something like editing for Final Cut on Mac, I found a place called Ripple Training.
Yeah, Ripple, yeah.
And Ripple Training, they do a lot of free stuff on YouTube, but also they sell courses.
Yeah.
And I bought a few courses. I bought quite a few courses on that. Yeah. So that's why I can edit pretty quickly in Final Cut and publish. The only thing is my Mac is so old now. It's a 2013 Mac, and it's so old now. It's chugging along, and I've got a lot more 4K footage, and it's just taking ages to do it. In fact, I've got to publish WEBBY's thing on Thursday night now to guarantee that it'll be up on Friday night.
Okay. And do you pay a small amount each month subscription for some of these programs?
No, basically the only subscription I do is for the music. So Epidemic Sound, link in the description. If you want to get royalty-free music for your channels, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, you name it, you can go and get a free month of Epidemic Sound. Any music that you download and use online within the month is copyright free. If you use the music after you subscription,
Yep.
you'll get a copyright strike. Not a strike, but you'll share the information. So,
Yeah.
so even for people who are not haven't got an active subscription for Epidemic Sound, can use Epidemic Sound stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Do you just have to link them in the description, or
don't do
or
anything.
on screen?
What you do is you put your channel in the profile in Epidemic Sound,
Yeah.
and so they don't even look at your channel.
So they won't strike it. They
No,
won't.
no.
Oh, I see.
What they do now is they do copyrights for shorts. So if you use their music in shorts, they send a copyright
Yeah.
that we're sharing revenue, but shorts revenue is different from long form,
Yeah.
so that it doesn't affect us. So we can both earn on it, which is good.
Yeah. Because they've only just started monetizing shorts, haven't they? It's like a.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, the
Hasn't
monetizing, what you got to do? You got to get 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, and then they'll invite you to the YouTube Partner Program.
Yeah.
And the YouTube Partner Program, you need a AdSense account, and that's what they pay you through. They pay you through AdSense. So the shorts, you got to have 4,000 hours of watch time, or 10,000 views on shorts. 10 million views on shorts.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't. I mean, I earn 6 cents a month on shorts, and I do 2 shorts a day. So
Yeah. Breakfast and
dinner.
dinner.
There you go. Ladles and jelly spoons. You need 1 billion views to make money with shorts. You do, yeah. That's Kevin. Now 110, thanks, Crocsvids. Cool dude. There you go. Scotsman Tenerife has put up your link.
Thank you.
So
Thank you,
Kevin,
appreciate
let's
that.
get him to 100. Is he 110 now? You're 110 now.
Oh wow,
There you
perfect, lovely, thank you. Yeah, so Kevin again, really helpful with advice.
Don't. You've already said he's a good lad. You know he's.
Oh no, but he's literally, so he'll say he'll watch one of my videos and he'll go. So one of them he said, like, try changing the title to this.
Oh yeah.
And
He's good at that.
You'll get more views. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
And the thumbnail.
So I was like, cool, yeah, I'll do it, and then bang, I think 500 or 600 extra views.
Exactly. No.
So,
So I've got this. For this is Out and About with Ash, right?
yeah,
In Las Américas.
yeah,
Boring. But if you sort of say, you won't believe the Ash in Las Américas, or something like that, yeah.
yeah.
Give us a title for this one, Kev. This is annoying me now. I've got an error message at the bottom of the screen, and when you comment, it's right behind the error message. So I've got to wait for somebody else to comment before I can read it. Kevin's great clickbait. It's not clickbait, Lane. It's not clickbait. It's creative descriptions. Let's see if we can read some of these now. David Hurstfield, good morning. Kevin's on, Laney's on. Anne puts Kevin's link up. Does the monetization kick in after 1,000 subscribers? 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, or 1,000 subscribers and 10 million shorts views.
Yeah. And is that in a 12-month period?
In a 12-month period, right? The 4,000 watch hours is in the last 365 days.
Yeah.
You need 1 billion views. We did that one. 110. So Laney's checking. I was a software engineer at Siemens Ingress National Databases, John Butcher. Wow. The Siemens had a lot of different divisions, and I was in the HL division, which stands for Halbleiter,
Yeah.
which Halb is semi or half, and Leiter is conductor.
Yeah.
So semiconductor, Siemens Semiconductors. And
How many years were you there?
I joined them in 1989.
Yeah. Year I was born.
1989, I was just finished college, and before that I was a salesman, and I went to retrain in 87 and did a 2-year HND course, and at the end of it they had another course starting up which had money for people to go abroad for a practicum, they called it. It's a practical,
Yeah.
a placement, right? And they didn't have anybody, nobody applied for the course in the college. So they had the money and didn't have people.
Right.
So they came to to the final year of us,
Yep.
and said, anybody want to go to Germany for 6 months?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
So they got us a job there as a student. They paid for they didn't pay flights, they paid train over, and they put us up in student accommodation.
Yeah.
And paid us 1,300 marks, 1,100 marks a month, which then was probably about 500 quid.
Yeah.
But you could live on it if you
Yep.
weren't paying for accommodation and stuff. And that's pretty good. And we did that for 6 months. After 6 months, they said, when you finished at college, come back. I said, well, to tell you the truth, I'm already done. And they went, oh. So I went home for Christmas. I went to Ireland for Christmas, Dublin.
Yeah.
And then came back in January 1990, started there. So that was my official starting day, was the 2nd of January, 7th of January 1990.
So did you meet Christina in Germany?
In Germany, yeah. She worked in a music shop.
I think it was part 3.
Part 3. We're doing part 4 on Wednesday, tomorrow.
That was a really good watch. The thing that I found quite funny was she said obviously the pianos were on the 2nd floor.
All right.
And all of the high value goods, so the pianos were on the 2nd floor, and they had like strings on the bottom, and like these pianos weigh, a massive amount.
They do.
And they're hoisting them up.
Yeah.
Onto
Two
the
guys with the
onto
shoulders.
2nd floor, yeah.
Two guys.
So yeah, that
was fun.
That was really interesting.
We got part 4 coming out tomorrow night. It's at 5:55, and then we're going live straight afterwards on Balcony Banter. So if you want to watch that, Christina's reminiscing. In fact, if you want to go back and watch, one of Christina's or all of them, I think it's in the Balcony Banter playlist. The last 4 things that I've done is Christina's reminiscing. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put it in a playlist when I get home, so that you just got to go to that one playlist and it'll play them all.
Yeah.
Cool, dude.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. So people seem to like a story or a backstory of the people they're watching. So obviously you see Tenerife and all of these different places, but then when you get to know where people are from and like their story, then obviously you build sort of a connection. And
living here, this channel's not about Tenerife. The Tenerife, as you said, is the backdrop, right?
Yeah.
And what we decided to do, I decided to do this for myself,
Yeah.
just as a cathartic exercise,
Yeah.
so that I had something that I wasn't just the carer for my wife.
Yeah.
Because coming from a job where I was respected, right,
Yeah.
to somebody where nobody knows who I am, I'm just the guy that's looking after Chris.
Yeah.
Then I needed something that was mine. So I thought, well, living with MS in Tenerife.
Yeah.
And I've had a YouTube channel for years, and I've started a few times, like Fit by 50, and I'm 62 now, so that was 12 years ago. That was actually 15 years ago. And, well, that didn't work. Then it was Fit by 55. Then it was Fit by 60.
Yeah.
No. And then when we came over here, I was 52 when I came over here. And, 53.
Yep.
So 52 when we decided to come, 53 when I moved over, and then I thought, well, living with MS in Tenerife. In fact, the description in the About box is still about what we wanted to do, to show wheelchair-friendly areas,
Yep.
But Chris got tired of that very quickly, because she says, I don't want to go out, I don't like eating out, I can't see, I don't want to go sightseeing, right? I just want to sleep late, get up, have a beautiful brunch on a balcony listening to the sea, call my mum and dad and my sisters and my brother in the afternoon, a glass of wine on the deck in the evening. That's all I want. And that you look after me. And so that's what I get, that's what I do.
Yep.
And it's dead cheap. So if you do come over here, you can't come over here and be a tourist. I mean, we did that for the first 2 years and we spent 7 years with the money.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
So you can actually work anywhere, right?
Yeah, I guess it's like a digital nomad might be the way to do it. So with obviously app developing, it's my business. I've got a couple of people that I use on like a freelance basis, so that when I've got lots of work on and I'm busy, I can get them to do different jobs for me. So yeah, there's no sort of office or anything like that. Since COVID, that sort of went. I can work from home. I can pretty much, as long as I've got a phone and a laptop and a decent Wi-Fi connection, I can pretty much work from anywhere.
So that's another way you could come here to live.
Yeah.
is to get the
Oh,
digital
okay.
nomad visa,
Yeah.
and that gives you get the visa for a year, and it automatically extends for 5.
Yeah.
So you can live here for 5 years, and you're on limited tax.
Yeah.
The only thing that they say is that you cannot earn more than 20% of your income in Spain. So
So if I've still got UK customers,
if 80% of your income is from outside the country,
yeah,
then you can apply for the digital nomad visa here.
I see.
And that covers the 90-day rule anyway, yeah?
yeah,
Yeah. And
it's interesting to know.
it is, yeah, it's just come out, in fact.
Yeah.
So if you go to the Schengen website and then to Spain,
Yeah.
that should give
So
you...
I think Gran Canaria were promoting digital nomads.
Well, you can work in the whole of Spain.
Yeah.
So basically, you could actually be a nomad within Spain.
Yeah.
So you could do Malaga, Madrid,
Yeah.
here, Gran Canaria, Melita.
Yeah, it'd be a good way to live.
Yeah.
Leanne's got children, so I'd be hard pushed to convince her.
How old are they?
8 and 10.
Perfect age.
Do you think?
They would speak Spanish within 2 years.
Yeah.
Just
But
don't put them in an English school.
Yeah, she could come and visit often.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, at this point, probably not.
Probably not.
But maybe it's good to know anyway. You
Yeah,
know,
having
it's like-
young kids, is usually leaving the grandparents is the problem. Because I took, as I say, our daughter to America with 3.5. Grandparents didn't talk to me for a year.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
my mum and dad didn't bother, but because they didn't see her anyway, because Germany. But they used to live about 40 minutes away, and then now you're like 7 hours away.
yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Right, we've been on 71 minutes now, so we got to close down. It's been really interesting talking to you, Ash.
Yeah, no,
I'm going to
thanks.
put Ash's link somewhere around here at the end. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. What's your next vlog coming out?
So there's going to be, obviously, I've got Tenerife videos that are going to be going out.
Okay, so you've done a lot of precursor.
So yeah,
okay.
there's going to be a lot of Tenerife, and then mid to the end of June, I'm heading off to Mallorca.
Mallorca.
So there's a couple of different places there. Peruga, I think, is one of the places. And then Palma Nova is the base for the second part of that trip. But from there, hopefully, there's going to be 2 or 3 different places that I'll visit. So yeah, I'm doing sort of I think 8 or 9 nights there. So I should get quite a lot of content.
Cool.
And then from there, who knows what's after that? But that's what's in the diary.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, setup, conflict, resolution. That's what you need.
Yeah.
On every video, you need to do what you're doing, get them to wait till the end, have a
Yeah.
conflict, and then resolve it.
Of course.
Set up conflict resolution. Casey Neistat.
Yeah. Perfect.
Right, I just saw that somebody donated there. But as always, the message cannot be read. So, can you see who it is?
Let's have a look.
Oh, low power mode.
If you click on it, what does it reveal itself?
View. Oh, Alan Fraser. Thank you so much. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to finish up now. So what I'll do is I'll put one of Ash's videos here, and if you want to support the channel anonymously, you can do it here. If you want to subscribe for free, you can do it there, and I'll put a link to Ash's channel up there. This is Tim and
Ash from
for
Out and
living
About with Ash.
for living with Emma in Tenerife, signing off. See you.
Perfect. Thanks, Tim.
Wouldn't want to be you.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome.